Hunger means family.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
Hello, friends, families. I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing trees. So if there are any trees listening, hello.
Do trees have ears?
I don't think so.
If a tree were chopped down in the forest and all the rest had ears around it, would we hear the ears listening to the...
What an even torturous way to go as a tree. Hear your own death. On that note, welcome to the Disney Plus Us podcast. My name is Jay.
I'm Andrea.
And on this show, we watch all of Disney animated movies in sequential order. You're joining us on the Rescuers episode.
The Rescuers.
But wait, there's more. We also cover Disney Plus news and all fun things Disney has to offer. So
I'm glad you joined us.
Yeah, welcome. We love doing this. We love hearing from you. It's just a giant pleasure all the way around. But I must say, my wife.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Oh, thank you for it. You know, you always ask that, and it's just so kind.
Oh,
I'm great.
good.
I'm trying to think of something exciting to tell you, but it's been another exciting week of mostly social distancing, making masks for people.
How was your
from
4th?
home. Oh, the 4th was fun. As you know, you and I ran our own 5K.
It is true, people. Andrea, I drove the course. Andrea got out and marked the turns in chalk.
It was somewhere where there weren't a lot of people, but it was kind of a nice place to run. And so we marked out the entire course. We got our handy dandy fitness watches out and started timing ourselves, and we ran a 5K.
And once we finished, we got bomb pops.
Yeah, you know, they call them firecracker pops now.
Yeah.
Because bombs are offensive. Firecracker pops is the red, white, blue popsicle. It was delightful.
It was such a fun day. I, on the other hand, have really jumped into the hobby of astronomy, but also astrophotography.
Oh.
I got a new little attachment that let me hook up a camera to my telescope. And after...
So what are you, Taurus?
Aries, come on.
Aries. Got it. Really?
It's only 3 years of marriage.
Really?
Haha.
Oh.
Anyway, so I took an image of Saturn, and it turned out really good. I'm proud of it.
It was awesome.
And it's only going to get better. But there's a comet coming.
It has come.
It's here, and it's here all month.
Uh-huh.
And I forget what it's called. It's like Neo Show or Norbert. It starts with an N.
Norbert the comet.
It's really kind of nerdy.
Very cute.
Yeah. Hi guys. But the obvious huge elephant in the room, the 10,000 ton elephant in the room.
Hashtag Hamill film.
Boom, boom. This is probably one of the biggest things to hit Disney Plus all year.
Ever.
It's
the biggest thing to hit anything ever.
I didn't see this coming. Like when it was announced, Hamilton will be on Disney Plus. I go, what? Sweet. Like I thought it would forever stay in the theaters because it's just taking cash hand over fist.
Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, they would have never allowed this because they were making a crap ton of money at the live theater wherever they traveled doing this. But they figured, why not? We're all at home. Sure, we'll put it out on video.
We assume. I don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what they did.
Disney does have deep pockets. That's all I know.
Trying to get more Disney Plus subscriptions, perhaps. Yeah.
Well, we watched it. I assume everybody listening watched it. But I got to know, first off, hold on. Let me set this up. My dear wife is a Hamilton fanatic.
I love it.
We saw
I
it
don't
in New
know
York.
if I call myself a fanatic.
Yeah, there's some people that know like the Wikipedia in their brain.
Yeah,
You're not
I
there.
don't know that. Yeah, but I really enjoy the show. I think it's fantastic.
It's true. We saw it in New York. We saw it in Kansas City. And then we saw it in our home on the big screen.
With the original, mostly original Broadway cast.
3 hours. First off, let's kind of talk it through that moment. So it was the 3rd of July.
Uh-huh.
I made steaks for us. I wanted this to be an event.
Wait.
What?
3rd of July. 4th of July, we had steaks. 3rd of July,
hamburgers.
we had hamburgers.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Details,
We
folks.
don't eat that much beef, folks, but that weekend we did.
Because America. Anyway, Hamilton. We get this special meal set up. We go downstairs. We lower the lights. We turn on Disney Plus. There it is for us to see. And we just dive right in. There is an extra feature that I don't know if many people know it's there, but it's kind of a live Zoom cast.
It's all the original cast on Zoom talking about kind of their experiences in the show.
Yeah.
And like how they got involved with the show, or fun little stories about how they auditioned. And it's really cool.
It's a lot of fun. So we hit play. It starts. Right away, I get kind of flashbacks of when I saw it in New York. Mm-hmm. But it is also different because camera angles are changing. And it's been long enough that I'm still like, oh, yeah, this song. Yeah, I remember this. And then it was just this. It was a great performance. Obviously magic was lost from
you don't
theater.
have the air in the room from a live theater performance where when you're experiencing the same thing as a bunch of other people at a concert or live theater or whatever, it's just magic. And you don't get that when you're watching something at home. But the changing camera angles, it wasn't your typical watching a film of live theater, which is usually not so great. They did a really good job of making you feel immersed in it.
Here we go. It's 3 hours long.
Just under.
I think it's an hour 30. There's a 1 minute intermission, which is funny.
I guess they're assuming you'll pause if you need longer.
Yeah. And then other than that, it's true to form. Obviously 2 things got censored. I was waiting for a beep or something, but they did such a good job masking.
Yeah,
the curse
you didn't
word.
even notice.
Yeah.
Well, I did because I knew where they cut them out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they did a good job of kind of masking that.
Well, and here's what's fun. The credits roll for 10 minutes. And we noticed that
we wanted to
Andrea's-
watch the credits because my college roommate was a dresser on the show. For you non-theater people, that means she works on the costume crew, and when people come backstage really quick and have to do a quick change, there are usually dressers that help them get changed really fast. So she was that on Broadway. And so I sat there to see if her name was in the credits, and it was. And
it was so exciting.
Yeah.
Yep, phone came out. We're texting. It was crazy.
It was cool.
But I hear at the very end of Hamilton, there's a special mix of music that's available that they play only in show. It was not released on the mixtapes. It wasn't on any of that soundtrack. It was a special little ditty
that the orchestra plays while the audience is filing out.
Exactly. So it's kind of an Easter egg, but not really.
Yeah. So anyway, fantastic. We really enjoyed it. And it was amazing, how many people watched this thing.
And watching Facebook, I just see post after post.
And Twitter, it was trending. Hamilfilm was, and it was kind of cool that many people who normally wouldn't want to shell out that kind of money for a ticket got to see this amazing piece of theater.
Exactly. Well, if you're one of the people that have not seen it, obviously watch it. But no, you cannot watch Hamilton on Disney Plus with a free trial. Some people may think, I'm going to sign up for the old free trial and watch this thing. Not available to you.
They figured people might try to do that. So you actually do have to subscribe in order to watch this.
That is correct. Do you have any other Hamilton news?
I do not.
With that, I say, let's get into the real news.
Boy.
I'm going to talk about the news.
All right. So we have some news.
Okay, so this is big.
Take it away, my love.
We are recording this on July 8th, but on July 11th, Saturday, Disney World is reopening.
What?
Reopening. I know. It's smack dab in the middle of Florida, which has like crazy surging coronavirus cases right now. But I guess Disney said enough is enough. We're opening our doors.
We like our money.
We like our money. But they have put in place extensive, I guess, protections to try and keep people from mass spreading the virus while they're at the theme park.
Okay.
So here's some of the things they've put in place. They've added hand sanitation stations everywhere. For parking, for shopping, cashless payment. So you cannot pay with cash anywhere. You've got to just like beep your wristwatch or whatever.
Or card, right?
Or maybe card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone over the age of 2 must be wearing a face mask at all time. And they have a list of like, here are the approved types of face masks, and here are the ones that we don't think are effective, so don't wear those.
Like costumes.
Yeah, like you can't wear a rubber like Halloween mask and call that good.
Exactly.
So, they are limiting crowd size to so they can maintain social distancing, so it'll be pretty sparse. They've got the pavement marked, like if you're waiting in line, here's where you need to stand to try and maintain that social distance. They're going to run the rides with empty seats to try and maintain social distancing. So they put a lot of things in place. Oh, they're taking your temperature as you come in the
that's
park.
right.
And if your temperature is above a certain level, then you have to go for additional screening or whatever. They may not let you in.
Wow.
So, yeah, it sounds like they put a lot of things in place. Nevertheless, cases are surging in Florida.
Oh, I know.
So there's actually been a petition circling by Disney employees. I guess it started like a week or two ago saying we don't feel comfortable coming back to work yet. We just don't feel safe. And 19,000 employees have signed this thing so far.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty significant. Actors Equity, the acting union for live performance, those folks don't feel comfortable coming back, so any live performers are still furloughed that are in Actors Equity. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be, they're not going to do fireworks at the end of the night because they don't want big crowds grouped together.
Yeah.
So they're doing a lot to try and keep people safe, but it also sounds like
danger.
Yeah, like, hey, show up and ride the rides, but that's all you're really going to get, and oh yeah, you might get sick.
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised they're not making a legal release saying like, if you get sick here, you can't sue us.
Maybe they do. Like when you buy your ticket, maybe you officially like sign something and agree. I don't know.
So I've got to ask you,
because they're only selling tickets online. You can't walk up and just buy a ticket anymore. So they can limit people coming in. And they said that's just sold out immediately.
Really?
So there is demand to open the park.
Let's say you got a free ticket. Would you go?
No.
Good. That was a test.
That was not a hard question, Jay.
Hey, I just wanted to know.
If you got a free ticket, would you go?
To Disney World?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would. No. I mean, I hear that Star Wars ride's pretty awesome, but risking life
And don't get me wrong, I love Disney World. Like the times I've been, it's been a couple of years, 10, 15 years since I've been. It's great, but I would not go right now.
No. Yeah, so
Yikes.
here at Disney Plus Us, we're officially against Disney World reopening.
I'm glad they're being careful and they put so many things in place.
Yeah.
I really hope I hope people abide by those things and they're strictly enforced. Otherwise, it could get pretty ugly.
I'm predicting they're going to close the parks down in 2 weeks.
Oh. Okay, I feel like we should write this down.
Yeah, let's make a bet.
I hate to bet on something like this, but yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right, give me over under. I'll say 2 months.
You think 2 months?
In 2 months, which is 60 days.
They'll close it back down.
Yeah. And if you think it's less than 60.
I think it's less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the over.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now that we have the bet in place.
That's so terrible.
It is, but
maybe
it's,
we cut that part out.
No, it's staying in. The people need to know.
Okay.
All right. There is a new Beyonce movie hitting.
What?
Yep. Hitting Disney Plus July 31st.
Not a music video, a movie.
It's a film, and it's called Black is King, and I have the trailer right here for you.
Okay.
A journey is a gift.
And we're seeing a bunch of African people.
Who are you?
Feel like I'm not a king yet, but like I got potential for it, but I'm not there yet 100%.
This is very artsy.
The ancestors never left you.
That is an African way. You can't wear a crown with your head down.
Nothing is complete on its own.
Okay, Black is King.
You are the king.
I have no idea what that's about.
I know.
It looks like an art film.
So what we watched is it started off with like tribal Africans. I mean, all of this is beautifully shot. Tribal Africans and very cultural. And then it cut to like sneakers, and then you got to see people dressed up really nice looking, and then is like smash cut into somebody playing chess, and then it reminded me of Tree of Life. Yes,
I was thinking the same thing. Or like you remember Eminem's movie The Cell?
No.
I never actually saw it, but the trailer kind of reminds me. It was like super artsy and no one knew what it was about.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, this one definitely seemed a little out there. I'm not sure who the target audience is, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Is it like a fictional linear story?
Well, here's what got me. We saw like a black, I would say 5-year-old dressed tribally shooting through space, heading
Like a
to
comet.
Earth.
Yeah,
Heading
or
to
a
Earth.
meteor.
Yeah. And maybe there's a story. I don't know. This brings up more questions than answers.
We'll watch it and find out.
Yeah. While preparing the show notes, however, I scoured the internet for the latest
Scoured.
Disney
And by
Plus.
scoured, we mean like 2 minutes of Googling.
Yes,
Yes.
I did that. Disney Plus news, and I found something. But I said, Andrea, I'm not going to tell you what it is. This is going to be a big reveal.
And I said, okay.
Okay. August 28th, Put it on the calendar.
Okay.
Phineas and Ferb, the movie.
Yes.
Cadence against the universe.
Candace?
Or yeah, Candace. Candace against the universe.
Yes. They put out movies before.
I have a trailer.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
I love Phineas and Ferb.
It's me against the universe.
That was very short.
That was it?
10-second trailer.
That's all I get?
I didn't check the time. I thought there would be more.
All right. I know what I'm doing August 28th.
Yeah. Phineas and Ferb, the movie.
Yes.
Which, yeah, they've done movies before and they've done them very well. But this is a new one. So
Woo.
That's cool. All right. Now that we're done with the news,
Okay.
we're here for the rescuers.
The Rescuers. Now, are we still in the 70s or have we moved to the 80s?
No, we are very much in the 70s. I think this is 78. I
Okay.
could be wrong.
So 1 year after The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
The Rescuers. Jay, have you seen this movie?
You know, if I did, I was so young that it didn't stick. I remember The Rescuers Down Under, and I remembered like being obsessed with that.
It was a good movie.
But I don't think I ever. Maybe my mom's like, no, you don't even need to watch it. Here's Down Under.
Oh, I kind of had the same experience where I was very familiar with The Rescuers Down Under and watched The Rescuers, which was the first movie to come out, like much later.
Oh.
And I say much later, like a couple of years after I saw it. I was still a kid, but
Still, you saw it reverse order.
I saw it reverse order, and I remember thinking, no, this is good, but I still like Rescuers Down Under.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I am excited to see this because it has been a long time since I've seen it.
From my memory, they're just mice, right?
Yeah, they're mice who
Rescue. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Rescue Aid Society, but they're mice.
A society?
Aid.
Society.
Like, I'm helping you. I'm aiding you.
RAS? Is that
Yes,
is that a title?
The Rescue Aid Society.
Oh, I didn't even know they
Yeah.
were organized.
So, yeah, they're part of an organization, and they see people who need help, and they go out and help them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they might have a 501c3 or whatever, their small business.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's do this improv.
Ooh. What do we have planned?
All right. I'm a mouse. You're a mouse.
So far, so good. Yeah.
We're on a co-op mission, and this
Okay.
may be easy pickings, but I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
We are here to liberate the peanut butter in a mousetrap.
Oh, no.
I will be Harold.
And I'll be Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
Yeah, Harold?
Hey, so I found.
What? Oh, never mind.
I thought there was is there not a cat?
Oh,
I mean, is there not a cat? No, well, oh,
cat?
oh, shh, let me. Oh, sorry, that was the ottoman. My bad. Okay, we can normal speak.
Normal speak. Okay.
Normal speak. Okay.
This is my normal speak.
I know. That's why I married you.
Oh, Harold.
Oh,
What was your name?
Steph. Yeah.
Harold?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're Stephanie.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Anyway.
What are we doing?
Okay. So I've found a discovery of a lifetime.
What?
Peanut butter. The size of.
I love peanut butter.
Me too. It's just the everything you want in
It's so
one
sticky
thing.
and delicious
I
and
just-
amazing. Where is it?
It's in the garage.
Oh.
So we need to go. And
Oh,
I think, but here's the twist.
Okay.
It's in some kind of contraption that looks like it could potentially be dangerous.
Oh.
But
Well, we can figure that out.
we're smart. What,
I mean,
right? Let's do it.
Let's go down to the garage.
See?
Okay.
See, hold on. See, it's over there in the corner.
Okay, so it just looks like a wooden board. Why do you think it's dangerous?
Well, I don't know. I don't like the look of those wires.
Oh, yeah, there are wires there.
But there's peanut butter there.
Okay, so how do we do this while being safe?
That's a good question. I am fighting some serious urge right now.
Well, what if we just took a little bit?
Just
swiped our finger.
No one
through
would
it.
know.
No one would know.
No one would even.
Surely, the dangerous thing won't get us.
You're right. Here I go.
Be careful, Harold.
Oh, it's so good.
Harold.
Oh,
Harold.
yes.
Harold.
And scene.
Oh my gosh.
Is it in there? Do you think?
Jay.
What?
That's traumatizing.
I mean, it was logical. Funny.
Not very good peanut butter rescuers.
Not great. With that being said, let's watch the trailer.
Okay.
After 4 years in production,
4 years.
the crowning achievement in Disney animation and storytelling, The Rescuers.
Look out! Here she comes!
A bold new adventure.
Where is she? Where is she?
You get down there and find the big diamond, or you will never see that Teddy again. That poor little girl.
She reminds me of Cruella.
Meet a cast of captivating new Disney characters.
This emergency meeting of the International Rescue Aid Society is now in session.
Wow.
As you know,
Can't believe I remember that.
society has never failed to answer a call for help.
Oh, Mr.
I can't believe they put a meeting in a trailer.
Please, may I have this assignment?
Bernard and Bianca.
Oh,
Two
Bianca.
secret agents on a date with destiny.
A date with destiny.
The Albatross, an airline pilot on the skiff.
Yeah.
Are you hurt, sir? Nope. One of my better landings, bud.
Evan Root. The outboard dragonfly.
Poor Avonrood. Your carburetor is all pooped out.
With the voices of Geraldine Page.
I've got to have the devil's eye.
Bob Newhart.
Holy mackerel.
Bob Newhart.
And Ava Gabor.
The devil's eye.
You'll see action. Dazzling adventure. Here is all the warmth and charm of Disney animation at its best.
Oh man, they're flying in fireworks.
Mayday! Mayday!
Walt Disney Productions, The Rescuers.
Yes.
Do they want us now?
Oh, that cute owl.
Not in sight.
You absolutely, positively must see The Rescuers.
Or else.
Yep.
Wow.
There it is.
Absolutely must positively
Must see this.
The Rescuers. Okay.
All right, let's
He
watch
said it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's time for the movie.
Which remote do we use again?
I'll get the popcorn.
There could be spoilers.
We'll be back in 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back.
We just watched
The Rescuers.
The Rescuers. So, Jay, initial, impressions.
So I have not actually seen this movie before. This was my first time watching it.
First viewing. Okay.
I recognized a couple scenes, but I'm going to say this is my first viewing.
All right.
I enjoyed it with an asterisk.
Okay. Well, what would the footnote say?
Footnote is, I enjoyed it. That's the thing. Footnote, it was shockingly slow at times, and I just could not get behind Bob Newhart.
Oh,
I just couldn't do it.
How could you not love Bob Newhart?
He just seems so
That's Bob Newhart.
Slow.
That's what's lovable about him.
People like that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. No, it was pretty good. I'm glad I watched it. I would actually recommend it to people with a caveat that, hey, this is kind of a slower thing, but it's pretty good. What about you?
I had seen this before. Had forgotten a lot of things about it because I saw it as a child. I remember being completely freaked out by the villain in this, which I rightfully so, because she's terrifying.
She's like a more psycho version of Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. And then I still don't quite understand. Yeah, she wants a diamond, but why? Why kidnap an orphan girl? Why is this Snoops guy in the picture? What does he bring to the table? Like, I feel like the story needed more something
Finessing.
to be believable.
Interesting.
Which is Disney. The story didn't have to be believable, but for it to kind of make sense, I feel like it needed a little more. Again, like, here's the other thing. Like, when the mice show up to help this little orphan girl escape from these terrible situations, she's like, why didn't you call the police?
Yeah.
And
well,
I was kind of in the same boat.
I don't know that they had a telephone in the ship.
No, but like when they got her help note, why didn't they just like call the police?
The mice call the police?
Yeah, instead of the mice showing up thinking, it's fine, we'll help.
But they can't talk to humans. Only Lucy could. With this, I feel we're giving way too many details.
Oh,
we
okay.
should
Okay.
totally talk about what happened in the movie. What is this about?
Okay, so we have opening credits where we see a little girl. She's on a half sunken riverboat.
Which it feels like New Orleans. It feels something
they're like in a
south.
swamp.
And this is a
somewhere.
huge riverboat where there's multiple levels and rooms, and it's like a mansion on a boat.
Yeah, but kind of run down. She runs out. You see her drop a bottle in the water. And then the opening credits are like this beautiful kind of watercolor type artwork of this bottle floating out to sea and ultimately washing up on shore somewhere.
And I noticed the art style. It felt like this is a watercolor painting, and then they added animation over the top of it.
Yeah, the backgrounds were very artistic in a way that was different from what we've seen before.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun take. I enjoyed it. And I was a little worried. I'm like, oh, I hope the whole movie's not like this. But no, it was not.
The music was a little slow for me.
Yeah.
It started with the opening credits. There was a song that's called Rescue Me.
Yeah.
And it was just like this slow, like Carpenters,
Joni Mitchell
1970s type.
Yeah.
We don't have anywhere to be kind of music. And so from the beginning, I'm like, uh-oh, is the pacing going to be like this the whole time? But
It picks up.
It picks up. It's really just during the songs where I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so opening scene. And I could be wrong. So, all right.
We're at the UN. It's very 70s.
Oh, yeah. So the real human UN.
Yeah, in New York City.
And then we see all these mice coming in.
Hopping out of like suitcases
and luggage,
briefcases of their human delegates and going towards a little mouse entrance.
And it is the cutest sight. You see a mouse. It's not a UN, but their organization is called
the Rescue Aid Society. And they've got a cute little song they all sing together. And I did remember this from my childhood viewing because that song gets stuck in your head. So they all sing the song. They roll out the like bottle with the help note in it.
Because the help note has been received from this girl from the opening credits now into the meeting. Mm-hmm. And there is a janitor who's the sluggish guy who's job is to bring in this huge bottle to a mouse. It's massive.
Yeah, and retrieve the note.
And he gets on this ladder.
And he points out there are 13 rungs. All throughout the movie, he points out like unlucky stuff that he then has to like get through.
And this guy's name is Bernard. He's
played by Bob
Newhart. Meanwhile, Miss Bianca, played by Ava Gabor,
who we've seen before as Duchess in The Aristocats.
Yeah, that's right. She plays this really posh, whatever, beautiful kind of
candidate from Hungary.
Yeah, and foreign mouse.
Or diplomat from Hungary. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a diplomat. Spy? No, not a spy. Rescuer from Hungary. Anyway, she comes into this meeting. Delegate.
There
Thank
we go.
you. Comes into this meeting late.
And all the mice the men mice in the room are like watching her walk in and
yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, Bernard like does the comical like falls into the bottle, pushes the note out, but can't figure out how to get out, and
so he's kind of bumbling in front of everyone.
Meanwhile, they read the letter, and it has gotten smeared.
Yeah. So all it says is, please send help. List the name of some orphanage. Help me, please. Love, Penny.
Exactly. So they only know orphan and they know Penny, and they know she needs help.
Yeah. So Miss Bianca, her heart is touched, and she begs to take on the assignment.
And the head mouse is like, a female mouse taking on this assignment? That's unheard of.
There was a moment where the patriarchy tried to shoot her down, and she kind of like, oh, it'll be fine. I've got it.
Yeah.
And then decides that Bernard's going to go with her.
Well, she asked for volunteers, a whole room volunteers.
Yeah.
And she picks Bernard because he's cute and bumbly, I guess.
But he didn't volunteer.
No, he didn't really even want to go.
Yeah.
And he's not a delegate. He is a janitor.
He is the janitor.
Anyway.
So they go off on their mission, and they first go to the orphanage.
And this might be my favorite character. We run into
Rufus.
Cat.
Rufus the cat.
And Rufus, played by John McIntyre, is a very old cat. And he is nothing but loving and supportive of everybody, even the mice. So he sees a mouse. He's on staff at the orphanage, but he's like, I'm too old to chase I'm going to get fired if you're here. Can you leave? And he says it really nice and sweetly. But meanwhile, they're like, oh, we're not here to stay. The two mice are saying this. And they say, we're here to find Penny. Do you know any Penny? And Rufus has the dirt on Penny. Oh, yeah, I know what happened to Penny.
Some lady tried to get her to get in her car, and she didn't. And then she disappeared. So you kind of get, from talking to Rufus, you get that she didn't run away. She was kidnapped.
And it was by the Lady Medusa, who has her own pawn shop.
Just down the street.
Convenient.
Yeah. So
they get
Bernard
a hot lead.
and Bianca, they get a hot lead. They go down to the pawn shop. Medusa is there. Conveniently takes first they find Penny's school book.
So they know
something happened. She was here. And then Medusa takes a phone call talking to Mr. Snoops.
We don't know his motivation.
Yeah, we don't understand what he was doing there. But she pretty much lays out the entire plan that Penny's down in this like swampy riverboat, and they're trying to get her to retrieve this diamond. Purely
because of her size.
Yeah. She is tiny and can fit down the hole, and nobody else can.
Exactly. So I assume Bernard's on staff. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. From Medusa.
Oh, Snoops, you mean?
Snoops, yeah, sorry. Snoops is on staff for Medusa.
I guess. I don't know.
Or it could be some family thing. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't really explain his presence. He kind of looks like a really, like, chubby Weird Al from the 80s character.
You're right.
He's got the real curly hair that's long and the glasses and, yeah.
So I forget what triggers it, but she has to get down there immediately. And it turns out the two mice tried the old luggage trick and jump into her baggage.
But she drives like Cruella DeVille, so they end up falling out of the car in the suitcase, which is left behind. And funny, I noticed this. Because she left her suitcase, or it flew out of her car when she was going to the airport, she wears the same dress the rest of the movie.
Oh, detail.
Yeah. So they followed up on that. They're like, she doesn't have any clothes to change into. So this is what she's wearing the rest of the
Hilarious.
time. So
I love
maybe
that
was an animation choice to save money on different clothing animations. But I did notice that.
That's cool.
So then Bernard and Bianca have to get down to the swamp area another way.
So they decide to take, it's not an airplane. They go up to the top of, it's like a helipad in the 70s. It's like a version of an airport only for helicopters. But there's this very lean-to shack of a control tower that's super small. They run in there and somebody's like, "Hey, am I safe to land? Hello, is anybody there?" And somebody, of course, I think it was Bianca's like, "Oh, hi, yes, come on in." And then you see this giant bird. Albatross. Kind of flap and then crash and roll and land. And he's wearing a cute little pilot hat. And I think, did he have glasses on? I don't remember.
Goggles. Yeah. So, and he's their ride, basically. They've got a ride with the super clumsy bird.
Second favorite character of mine is this clumsy bird.
Nice.
He is just so refreshing. And that, yes, he is a mode of transportation. But he also carries a purpose, and he's a fun character.
Yeah, I enjoyed him. So they fly with him down to the swamp. There's a song, a slow 70s Carpenters, Joni Mitchell type song called "Come Along."
Yeah.
But we kind of see all these little moments where Bernard and Bianca, like he's putting his arm around her, or they're like sharing an umbrella under the rain, and you can see they're kind of cozying up to each other. So they get down. We'll cut back to the swamp. Penny has run away
from her captive.
So she's like hiding in the swamp and trying to get away, and Snoops is looking for her, and they send the alligators, and then he starts shooting fireworks so Medusa can ride the swamp boat and go look for her.
Two fun notes here. The alligators are shockingly brilliant and can like find people and then like snatch them without scraping them with their teeth.
Eating them. Yeah, they were surprisingly gentle for mean-looking alligators.
And Snoops, the Weird Al guy, can launch fireworks in such a fashion he can spell out words.
He's got a skill that was untapped in this movie.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really address that.
Yeah,
very much.
He might be the homemade firework guy.
Another note about the alligators. They reminded me of Flotsam and Jetsam from The Little Mermaid, who are the bad guys' pet eels.
Yeah.
Bad gals' pet eels. They kind of had a similar feel to them. They're kind of just these cronies that are animals.
I love it. I'll have to remember that for when we get The Little Mermaid, which is coming soon. All right.
So fireworks go off. It knocks our albatross out of the sky. So they kind of crash land in the swamp and are rescued by swamp mice and other swamp critters.
Exactly. Now, this is where people start being, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, and connecting dots. And I think this is where we meet the dragonfly.
Evan Rude.
Who is maybe my third favorite character.
Which Evan Rude is actually the name of a brand of outboard motors.
Oh.
So it's actually
random.
like the kind of motor you would put on a boat. But they named the dragonfly after him.
That's funny.
Evan Rude. Yeah. So they're like, here, use this boat. Evan Rude will take you over there and just send them back when you need help.
Yeah.
Okay. So they do that. They go across over to the riverboat, and they overhear again. Snoops and Medusa are discussing in great detail their plan at a moment when Bernard and Bianca can overhear
Perfect
it.
timing. They get lucky with their information.
Yeah. So they hear, oh, Penny's being shoved down this hole to get the diamond, and next time they're not going to bring her up till she finds it, even if the tide comes in.
Which is a little crazy. And the diamond's name is... What is it?
The Devil's Eye?
The Devil's Eye. Get this from Mom. I need the Devil's Eye.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. So what follows is a chase scene because the crocodile smell Bianca's perfume.
Mm-hmm.
And so they chase him around the riverboat, and they end up in this pipe organ that's randomly there.
Yeah.
And probably one of the funniest points in the movie was
It's true.
The pipe organ where the alligators are
Playing
to shoot them up into the air and then trying to grab them as they're... That was brilliant.
We were giggling pretty hard at this time. All right. So essentially what's happening now is the mice find Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Penny realizes her letters worked.
Mm-hmm.
And
says, why didn't you send the police?
That would have been a logical question. But she's able to communicate with animals very well.
Yeah, she talked to the cat before.
And now they are trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and here's what's crazy. So Medusa, the villain of this, has a ship. Not a ship, it's like a jet ski, only it has a jet engine on it.
It's like a swamp boat with a jet engine.
But then it's also like portrayed as rinky dink, like, oh, it's a piece of junk, and sometimes it'll fire, sometimes it won't. It's very odd. Long story short, they don't really escape.
Yeah, they make all these plans, but I guess for their plans to work, they need all the other swamp critters. And they send Evan Rude back to get the other swamp critters, but he gets trapped in a bottle and bats are trying to get him. So he doesn't make it back before sunrise when they take Penny out again to the hole to find the Devil's Eye.
That's right. So this is like the climax of the movie. So Penny's down in this weird hole cave thing.
Bernard and Bianca have gone with her to help her find this thing.
And they actually locate it, and it's in a skull, which is creepy.
Yeah.
And she has to cross this underwater or underground pit that shoots water up. And the tide starts coming in.
And it's really scary, and she wants back up, and they won't let her until she gets the diamond.
Exactly. And so she, with the help of Bernard and Ivanka, get this huge diamond.
Bianca.
What?
You said Ivanka.
Oh, sorry, Bianca. And they get the diamond out. They rescue and they pull Penny up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's alive, except obviously this is where Medusa goes crazy and takes the diamond and leaves everybody for dead, pretty much.
Yeah. Also takes Penny's bear with her.
Yeah,
which
the
is all
stuffed bear.
Penny really wants is her bear back.
Yeah. And even, I forget the guy's name.
Snoops.
Snoops
Yeah,
got
she
the hose.
turns on Snoops. Again, why was he there to start with?
I
Like,
don't
she
know.
treats him like crap and is not going to split the proceeds with him. So,
Yeah.
what does she have on him?
I don't know.
Is he an employee? What is going on? They never explain it.
So anyway, she gets away.
Evinrude finally escapes the bats and goes to the swamp critters, tells them what's happening, and they form an angry mob and head towards the showboat.
And this is where the tides turn for Medusa.
The angry mob of swamp critters attack. They set off fireworks. They trap the crocodiles in the elevator cage. They cause general havoc all over the showboat and give Penny, Bernard, and Bianca a chance to escape on the swamp boat.
That's right. And they find safety. And it cuts to the very end of this movie is her being interviewed on TV about how she's talking to animals to help that helped her
escape from, yeah.
And how she was able to escape and find the biggest diamond. Oh, and the twist is the diamond was hidden in her teddy bear. And so that got returned properly.
Yeah, and then she got adopted. So
Yeah.
happy endings all the way around.
Happy endings all the way around. So that was the movie.
That was the movie.
Yeah.
I do have some interesting facts about this movie.
Oh, would you say they are?
Here are true facts about
The Rescuers. I would say that.
Good.
Okay, so first off, Geraldine Page plays Medusa.
Oh.
So, and Geraldine Page is a very famous actress of the screen and of the stage, and she almost EGOT'd.
Really?
Yeah, she won an Emmy. No, I take that back. She won an Emmy, a Tony, an Oscar, but not a Grammy.
Almost Geraldine.
So, and the Oscar, she actually shares the record for the most nominations without wins, which I think was 7 at the time before she finally won. So she'd been nominated for Oscars a whole bunch and like finally won when she was older.
Oh my gosh.
But really, like, famous actress, did a lot both on Broadway and in Hollywood. And I think this was one of her later performances.
I got a fun one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The popularity of the film almost led to a TV series in 1989.
Oh.
However, when the animation department got greenlit for the sequel, The Rescuers Down Under, the project was scrapped. The series was still made, but Bernard and Miss Bianca were replaced with Chip and Dale.
What?
And the series is called Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
I know.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Fun other fact about the sequel, Rescuers Down Under. 1990, this was the very first Disney sequel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and it did amazingly well, which maybe led to all the other Disney sequels, which are of varying quality.
Yeah, of course.
Joe Flynn played Mr. Snoops. He was a kind of a comedic actor of television. This was his very last role.
Aww.
And he actually died before the film was released.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, fun fact about Mr. Snoops.
That was fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
Okay, one more fact.
Okay.
This movie was released, I believe, the same year as the original Star Wars.
Oh.
And it actually outgrossed Star Wars during its initial release in France.
Only in France.
Yes.
Okay. Star Wars was kind of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I guess maybe not in the United States. Oh, one more thing. On January 8th, 1999, 3 days after the film's second release on home video, Disney had to recall 3.4 million copies of the videotapes. You want to guess why?
Yeah, I just looked at this fact. I can't believe it.
Apparently, in the background of one of the shots, it looks like when they're in the airplane or on the Albatross, there is a naked lady in the background, or a topless woman, and you can see everything. And
Really?
It's just for like a second or two.
Oh my gosh.
So they had to recall all those videotapes.
But that went in through theaters.
I don't know if it got dropped in. A Disney spokeswoman said the images were placed in the film during post-production, but she declined to say what they were or who placed them.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I don't think it was in the original film. I don't, but whoever was pulling pranks at the home video department probably lost their job.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I've got to ask.
Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. Moral number 1. And the moral of today's story is...
Miss Andrea,
Yes.
What is the moral of the rescuers?
Even if you are small, you can still do good in the world. Eh?
I don't think I could think of a better one. That was pretty good.
If you are small and people look at you like maybe you're insignificant, you can still do good things. Yeah,
All right.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
or don't kidnap orphans.
Yeah. Or get really good at fireworks.
Yeah. Or maybe don't go into business with a crazy lady.
That's
Who
easier
kidnaps
said than done.
orphans?
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Any final thoughts?
I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I'm ready to move on to the next movie.
Yeah. Keep on chucking. That's what I say. Well, we have made it to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun.
Stay safe out there.
Oh, yeah. Stay safe.
And our next film that we're going to be watching, you ready
Is
for it?
The Fox and the Hound.
Yes, The Fox and the Hound.